All right, I decided to get another container, and this one I picked up from TJ Maxx. It's called the Up System by Sysmax. It has 9 drawers. They're pretty big. I'm just going to zoom in. You can see the measurements there. This one was, let's see, this one, the smaller one, was 34. Then there's another one over here, which is 29. Sorry, that was the bigger one, was 34. And then the smaller one by the same brand, Up System Sysmax. Same amount of drawers, but just smaller, and it has a little bit of color, purple there. I think they had another one like this smaller one with gray instead of purple. But anyway, I'm going to try to fit all of these hands, all these hand types that I have, and maybe some feet, and the stands, and maybe some busts. I don't know what all I can fit in here. The thing is, sorry, that's my kiddo's toy. The thing is, I just had ordered something similar on Michael's that cost the same as the 2 of these together, and it was on sale. So I'm probably going to return the Michael's one and just see how these work. Going to pause this and see what I can fit in there. Alright, so slightly concerning, when I unwrapped the big drawers, some plastic shards came off. So I'm not sure if some of these drawers got cracked. But just looking at the handles here, they all seem to be intact. I don't see a problem there. And they all have, like, there's replacement, like, front poles and, like, replacement little labels.
Hi, Mommy.
So, I don't know. And then in one of the drawers is some plastic dividers. So it looks like you could divide these. Yeah, see, there's little slots to put the dividers in. So we're gonna see how this goes. Continuing on. Okay, move your fingers. So, found the source of the broken plastic. There are multiple drawers that are broken. I wish I would have inspected this a little closer at TJ Maxx. I think this was the only one that was this size. I'm not sure. I might have to take it back and see if I can find a replacement. Hopefully this one over here doesn't have any broken drawers. Maybe before I unwrap it, I'll take a little bit of a closer look. So this one on the back definitely looks good. I don't see any cracking on this one. So on this one, I might try to take it back and see if I can get a replacement, because I really like the idea of these, but as you can see,
as I can see,
this is all cracked. That one's just a giant hole there. There's cracking there. And you can see there's more like shards here, like a little broken piece. So if you're interested in these and you go to look at TJ Maxx, inspect them very carefully before you choose one off the rack, because one is fine, one is shattered a bunch. So gonna hold off on the big one, but we'll work on the small one. All right, that's why you always save your receipts, kids. That's gonna go right in that drawer, and this is gonna go back to TJ Maxx tomorrow, but we'll try this one. Gonna unwrap it and see what fits. Okay, so even on this purple one, there is some cracking. You can see here on the handle, and up here there's some cracking. That's not as bad. The drawers are still intact and everything, but I don't know, it's a little disappointing. So I'm gonna see if I like it, if I can fit stuff. Otherwise, I might have to hold out for the Michael's one, which should be delivered tomorrow, and just take these back, which is disappointing because I actually kind of like this purple accent. Okay, so the first test, I'm just gonna try, now maybe on this corner over here, is seeing if all my old stands will fit. And I do believe that most of them are going to fit, but as you can see, some of them are quite different lengths. This super long one, let's see if I can squish it down some more. There we go. I guess it wasn't that super long. But I also have to be aware, I guess, I can't just like toss these things in here because I guess this plastic is pretty fragile. I don't know. But there you can see that really long, older milk one fits, like just barely, like it's just in there. Here's one that has like an extender piece to like make it into the current style, the clickety-clack like this. So I think, at least as far as this is concerned, all of these stands should fit, and I'm just going to kind of place them in willy-nilly because then they're going to balance out a little bit more and not be overstacked one way or the other. So that's pretty good that they fit the stands. I do have some older stands that absolutely would not fit in there, but I mean that's easily, I don't know, 20-30 stands in there. And that's like half of the space of the drawer, not even. So that's good, but the plastic here is fragile and that's so disappointing. I don't know. Let me keep going on here and see what else we can fit. Okay, so now I'm gonna try the big gauntlet hands and see if they fit into a drawer. And I realized belatedly as I was looking at these orange ones, these black ones are kind of unusable because I don't know, I think they must have come this way from SmartDoll because I don't remember trimming them. But there's no like knob for the hand to connect to. Oh, I'm not really showing it, but here you can see there's a knob between the hand and the wrist. Anyway, that's besides the point. Let's see if these things fit. So that looks good. There's still space back here. Sorry, my video is looking all crazy, I'll bet. So there, a pair of the gloves do fit, and there is still space back here. I suppose if you wanted to add something else back there, I don't know what, but I don't think that all 4 pairs would fit. No, I don't think they're going to. So you would just have to add something back there if you wanted to add more. Oh, and look at that. It's just slightly too big with the like blaster pointing up. So you gotta just make sure to turn it to the side and then it fits. So stands, lots of stands, 1 pair of infinity or gauntlet gloves. And here's the other pair. I was hoping that I'd be able to get all of the gauntlets, or like, you know, into 1 or 2 drawers, but there's still quite a lot of space there. And actually, if I back it up even more, I might be able to fit the black ones in there. Maybe. But I actually need to trim this one. I don't know if that'll fit without it being trimmed. Let's see. I guess that's okay. Does it fit though? Not really. I guess I'd have to trim it if I squish it down a little bit more. Okay, it doesn't fit like that. Maybe if I put the... Ooh, okay. It's not gonna fit, I think. So I could put it behind this here. For now, I guess. Because I don't really know what I'm gonna do with those black ones since they're not really complete. But so far, in a 9-drawer thing, we have a bunch of stands and 3 sets of those big gauntlet hands. So now I'm gonna see how I like putting all of these hands up into those top drawers. So I picked this drawer and I've decided to use a divider, which has some little tabs on the side of it, which I guess they're just, you kind of brush them off, to put all of the gloves in. So there's red, I think this is black, but this might actually be black navy, in which case I probably have another set of black ones somewhere. And then orange and yellow. I actually had the full set of yellow, and I sold it when it came out in Chaos when Batgirl was originally released, because I didn't get Batgirl, and I was like, I don't need these. But then I bought them again when I saw them at a doll show not too long ago. I just purchased them secondhand just to have the colors. Now I think that this might be black navy, so I'll have to find my black. But you can see here there is 1, 2, 3 dividers, which means there'd be 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces, which is good for the 4 colors that I have. But if there is black, which I really do think that might be another color, I would just have to make sure to keep the black and the black navy separate. So like these 4 yellow could go in with the red or the orange, and it'd be obviously pretty easy to identify them. So let me set up the little dividers here. See how easy it is to slide it in. Sorry, I'm trying to watch to see that I have it recording on my phone while I slide it in. So simple, really simple to just slide right in. But again, this seems like pretty fragile little pieces of plastic, and I'm sure they probably give you a divider to divide every single drawer if you wanted to as maximum. But then what if you break one? I don't know how to get a replacement unless maybe you contact the company, Sysmax, and give them your little number there and let them know the style that you need. So let me pause and set up the dividers and put all the colored gloves in. Okay, so I just took the drawer right on out. I put all the dividers in, so 1, 2, 3 dividers, which means 4 spaces. And I'm just going to dump my colored gloves into each little space and see how it looks. So there you go. Fills it up, but doesn't overflow, and there's still space, you know, like it's not going to mix or anything. I can't do this one-handed very well, but I'll try. I was so lucky to come across these red ones. I have been looking for a few years because these were originally on sale when I first got into SmartDoll in October of 2020. But I didn't buy them then, and then they went out of sale. I'll just throw the yellow ones in here, but I'm probably going to keep them. And obviously I only have 4 pairs, so I don't have the full set. So I might, you know, mix in the orange with them if I can find the pair of black gloves. Pretty sure there is black and black navy now. Correct me if I'm wrong, people. All right, this is going to take me 2 hands to get these all off of here. Hold on. Okay, so there are all the gloves, all divided. I just put that little 3D printed glove holder or hand holder in here. I may not keep it in there, but obviously it fits fine. So I think that looks really nice. It does seem very nice and organized. They all can fit. And then as you can see, this drawer does come out, and you just kind of tuck it back in, and there it goes. So now we have the gauntlet hands times 3, all those stands, and 4 different colors of gloved hands. So the question is, with 8, is it 8 different skin tones now? How am I going to divide those? So we have milk, blue, tea, cocoa, cinnamon, gray, and navy blue, which is what, 6, 7. Why was I thinking there was 8? I don't know. I guess I was just thinking about the gloves maybe. How am I going to divide that? I could do 2 drawers and have 4 colors per drawer. And then, you know, even though it's still only 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I could leave space for another color when another color comes along. Or I could just make them divided bigger and, you know, make it easier to get in there and find the ones that I need. So let me see how that looks. And by the way, I really did love this little, I don't know, tackle bait bead drawer thing that I had. It worked perfectly all the way up until, well, gray, I guess. Is that really all the colors? I feel like I'm missing a color. I don't know why I feel that way. But yeah. Oh, I know why. It's because this ended and, you know, I had no more room for black navy. Black navy is what prompted me to move beyond this to something like this up here. So I still haven't decided what I'm going to do about the hands yet. And then I don't even know what I'm going to do with this. I was thinking I might put eyes and ears in here. We'll see. I just remembered why I thought there was 8, because there's clear. I have one lonely little clear hand, spare clear hand. So there is technically 8, and actually if you count the marbling, there's 9, although I don't know if the hands actually got marbled treatment with the tea and cinnamon mix. So, but I only have one spare clear hand, so does it really need its own space? I don't know. And then sadly, you know, my kiddo's wandering around helping me, and I realized he had fully extended an old milk stand and kind of crimped it there, so now it can't close. So this one cannot go in the drawer. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Oh well, it's children. Okay, so I took all the milk ones out and put them into one little space divided. They fit, but just barely. And I do have a couple of 3D printed hands in there, so that might make it a little bit more space needed. I think I'm going to give them each a section of 2. And I discovered by taking out all these dividers, they do not provide you enough dividers to divide every single drawer the maximum amount of times. So that's also kind of like, it's a little odd. Okay, so it definitely is much better as just 2 slots for 2 different skin tones. So here I put milk and cocoa, and I'm also throwing in my cocoa ears because I have never put them on a cocoa doll. I can't believe that. And then here's my 3D printed hands. I believe at one point I ordered these from Doll Delights, and I think that I had gotten cinnamon milk and tea, but none of these come close to tea. But then here's a tea. Maybe I got 2 cinnamon. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I must have gotten 2 cinnamon because I have the milk pair in there. So I don't know if I got those extra or what, but they're little with the little heart hands, you know, when they make the heart shape. So that's what I'm gonna do. Milk, cocoa, and then I'll probably do tea and cinnamon, and then blue and gray, and then black navy will just have to be on its own until another color comes out. Okay, so there is cinnamon in there. I'm gonna put tea in there in just a second, but I just want to remark on these hands. These were on the second SmartDoll that I ever bought, and it was a secondhand Summer. Summer was the SmartDoll that I wanted originally. She was what brought me to SmartDoll. I loved her and I thought she was adorable, but the owner had given her French tips, so I just thought it was really cool. I really cherish those hands. They're the basic hands, but I will keep them forever. Even if I end up getting rid of my Summer someday, which I doubt it, I will probably keep those hands. I would like to say that I'd like to get brave enough to start painting some nails myself, because that is one thing I feel like I could do. I don't know what the best way to go about it is, but I feel like I could do it. In here, I actually happen to have also some tea kneecaps for when your SmartDoll is kneeling and they need their little knees protected. I don't think I've ever used them, or if I did, oh my gosh, I have tea ears too. Why did I never give tea or cocoa girls elf ears? Why? That doesn't seem very fair to them. All right, so cinnamon, tea, and down in there was the cocoa and the milk. And it just slides right in. So far, so good. But I don't know how I feel about these because of the cracking. And I was thinking they would be a little bit more space to put all of the gauntlet gloves into one. And I really do like the bigger one, but I realize it's basically the same as this with just an extra row across the top. the drawer sizes are not any different. I'm pretty sure. I can compare that in just a second, but let me pack away my last two, last three, because I have blue, gray, and then the start of black navy. All right, so there is blue and gray. Gosh, don't we just love the fantasy colors? Aren't they fabulous? I love them. I do love the natural skin tones, and I'm excited for coffee. I guess that would be the next color that would come out, would be coffee. But I love the fantasy colors. All right, I'm going to put black navy. And you know where the one little clear one is going to go? With the black navy. All right, okay. There is the black navy, which is just a gorgeous color. If you... it doesn't look very blue right now, but when you take it out in natural sunlight, you really get that feeling of a deep dark blue. It's beautiful. There's my one lonely crystal hand. So I'm going to slide that back in. So there you have it. All the hands fit so far that have been released. Although when I look at my Coco, I feel like I'm missing a hand pack. I might also be missing a milk hand pack because I bought all of my milk hand packs secondhand. And some of them might even be duplicates, because when you have all of the hand sets, what is it? It's 4 gestures per pack, so 8 per pack times 4 sets is, what is the math there? 16 and 16, 32. 32 hands altogether for each. There's my kiddo. I feel like I don't have all of the Coco hands. Obviously, the Black Navy has only released hand packs 1 and 2 so far. And, you know, like I said, probably the next color that will come out will be coffee. And then, like I said, I think for these colorful gloved hands, I think that this, oops, not this, this is Black Navy. So I know if it is, I have the black pair somewhere too. That looks, well, let's see. Was there a Black Navy hand set? Does that look the same? I feel like maybe that is the black now. I don't know. I question reality. That looks similar, but could be different. I'll have to look and see if Black Navy gloves were released. But speaking of Black Navy, or the black, I do think I have another set of the black ones like this. So where are they gonna go? I don't know.
No, we got to.
Because there's no room.
But
So
there's no room.
That's it, everybody. Again, this is the Up System Multibox by Sysmax. There's the measurements and the number for this particular version, the white with the purple lining, and it's 9 drawers. It says it's made in Korea. So TJ Maxx actually has a couple different types of storage systems like this, not just this brand. So you might check it out if you are interested in something like this. It works for the hands. Obviously, if I had the 9 drawers, I'd be able to put feet, busts, maybe heads. Although I still like my head system of the ornament box. I'm just trying to make it a little bit more organized and a little bit more accessible. The sad thing is, it's great for me to have these organized, but I don't actually have a spot to put this box just as of yet in my doll room because it is still such a mess. But anyway, if I can go back and get the bigger one not cracked, I might do that so that I have a spot for things like my spare feet that I haven't put on. Like this is the high heel ones that I haven't given to anybody. And the busts would be great because I do have the busts in with my ornament box in with my heads, but I have to take out every single layer to get down to the bust because the ornament boxes like nest on top of each other. So it's kind of frustrating. Anyway, this is my longer than I expected video of doing this thing, and I don't know that I can say I recommend it because you'd really have to be careful to not get a cracked one. And I think they'll probably all have some cracking if they're arriving at TJ Maxx. I don't know. Sorry, my kiddo's playing with his little helicopter toy. So I'm going to end it there. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll try to maybe find a link or something for this brand so you guys can check it out for yourself. Bye.